Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Coronation Street's Paula Wilcox had forgotten role on ITV soap before Elaine Jones Paula's character arrived in Weatherfield. After running away from her probation officer after being sentenced for robbery and violence, fans of the long-running ITV soap were first introduced to Elaine back in 2020. She was the first wife of serial abuser Jeff Metcalfe, and the couple had shared Tim Metcalfe. However, in fear of her life, she was first to flee without Tim when he was a change, and Elaine, who was known then as Philippa, changed her name. In the 3 years of Paula starring in Coronation Street, her character has become a fan favorite. But she was previously on the cobbles under a different guise, as one fan has pointed out. Taking to social media, the viewer pointed out how Paula, who is celebrating her 74th birthday, played Janice Langton. Janice appeared for just a handful of episodes in January and February 1969. She arrived in Weatherfield after running away from her probation officer after being sentenced for robbery and violence. Sadly for Corrie fans, Paula bowed out of her role as Elaine Jones after 3 years in October. After narrowly escaping serial killer Stephen Reed, Elaine decided she wanted a life away from those memories. Viewers were left devastated by her departure and flooded social media with messages. Coronation Street fans floored as Daisy finally tells Daniel about romp with Ryan and gets a nasty shock. The character has been torn between her fiancé and her former flame for months, kissing Ryan on a number of occasions before sleeping with him. Daisy had no idea that Daniel found out about their romp last week, after Simon Barlow sent him a video of her and Ryan discussing their liaison, having failed to realize a camera was recording them. Daniel kept quiet about the bombshell news, but in tonight's episode he raised suspicions after pushing Daisy to not only sign up to buying the Rovers' return with him, but to also adopt his son, Bertie. Meanwhile, he virtually made it clear to Ryan that he knew as he discussed his failed job application with the gym and his potential move to Glasgow. Ryan warned Daisy, and back at the flat, the pressure built between the couple so much that she finally blurted out, "I slept with Ryan." But she was surprised when her fiancé acted calmly to her news, and as they continued to talk and go over what happened, she suddenly realized Daniel had already known her secret. As they argued and she questioned if he had sabotaged Ryan's potential job, Daniel pushed her against the door and said, "They're a respectable business, Daisy. They deserve to know the truth. Ryan is a snake and a thief, other people's money, other people's wives. I told them he'll lie and he'll cheat and he'll post vids and he'll pump his body full of gear, anything to get what he wants. They were grateful, you should be too." Later, Daisy accused her fiancé of being a hypocrite before telling him he shouldn't pretend he did that to Ryan for her. Daisy raged, "You and your ego, you couldn't bear to share the limelight, could you? I mean, do you have to be the only tragic hero in the village?" A wounded Daniel said, "Do not bring Sinead into this," before telling her to get out. Daisy hit back that he was pathetic, manipulative and mean, and when Daniel replied, "Ooh, she's digging into that thesaurus," she added he was condescending, sanctimonious and cruel. Jabbing him in the chest with her finger, she said, "You talk about Ryan like he's muck on your shoe and you're not fit to tie his laces." She stormed off to pack before heading to Jenny's to sob over what had happened and how her life had unraveled. Meanwhile, Daniel put his son to bed before reaching for a glass of whiskey alone in their flat. As the credits rolled, Coronation Street fans took to X, formerly Twitter, to discuss the fact the love triangle had finally been blown wide open and which way they thought Daisy should turn next. One wrote, "She'd still run off with Ryan at the drop of a hat." Another tweeted, Daisy, Barlow is a loser. Walk out the door and get with Ryan. A third added, Daisy deserves better than Daniel. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment and share.